Now the next topic is coordinate of a point in R cube, that is in three-dimensional geometry. As in R cube, that is R3, point is represented as three number, that is x, y, z. So let P be the point which is represented as P of x, y, z, that is point P at a perpendicular distance x from the x-axis, from y-axis at a perpendicular distance y, and from z-axis at a perpendicular distance z. So we draw the three axes, that is axis y, this is axis z, and this is axis x. So P is a point with coordinate x, y, z, which is at a perpendicular distance x, y, z from the three axes x, y, z respectively. Now we draw three parallel planes which are parallel to the coordinate plane meeting the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis at A, B and C respectively. So let us draw the three planes. So we draw a plane parallel to xy plane, that is it is at a distance x and it is at a distance, this is at a distance x, so it is at a distance x and this is at a distance y. This is parallel to xy plane. So coordinate of this point will be x0, that is the xy plane. So coordinate of this one will be xy, 0. Now we draw a plane parallel to, that is let the point C, which is at a perpendicular distance z, and we draw a plane parallel to, that is x and z. Therefore coordinate of this point will be x0 z. So similarly, according to this plane, we draw a plane parallel to here, that is same xy plane. Take this point P at here. And now join PD and this point. So this plane is parallel to this. And what about this plane? We will see, just name as this is the B point. As we described, these three planes meet the axis at A, B and C. And this point P is XYZ. Take this as E and this lie in. If we see, this is Point P is lie in YZ plane, that is at a distance y from here and at a perpendicular distance, that is z axis. From y it is at a distance z, and from z axis parallel to y it is at a distance y. So it becomes 0, y, z as coordinate. So coordinate of B will be, if we see, that should be equal to, it lying on y-axis, so its coordinate are 0, y, 0, and coordinate of A are x, 0, 0, and coordinate of T are 0, 0, z. So this was all about to describe the points in three-dimensional plane. So here plane R, this is the first plane, that is this xy plane, its parallel plane is here, and this is a front plane. If we see, this plane contain, this is y and z. So plane A, D, P, F is the YZ plane, and similarly O, B, C, E is also a YZ plane. That is the front part, that is the back part, the back face. Similarly, this is the upper part of plane, this is the lower part. This is the left part of plane, this is the right part, and this make a paralleloid. So this was all about how can we represent a point in a plane. Now as point in RQ, we will the combination of positive and negative coordinates of a point determine the octant in which point lies. That is, gives the position of a point in a plane. That is, if we draw a table with octant and coordinates, here is octant and here are coordinates. So if we see, we have coordinate x, y and z, and we are talking about first plane, that is first octant OXYZ. So in this, all the coordinates are positive. Now if we are talking about second plane octant, that is OX dash YZ. So in this, x coordinate is negative and y and z coordinates are positive. So we are talking about third octant, that will be OX dash Y dash Z, that is in continuity. So negative X, negative Y and positive Z. So if we are talking about fourth octant, it will become OX Y dash Z, that is positive X, negative Y, positive Z. Now if we are talking about fifth octant, that will be OX YZ dash. First we will start with OX and X dash, then Y dash, now its turn is Z dash. So its coordinate will be positive, positive and negative. Now that is a sixth octant. It will become OX dash y, z dash, that is negative coordinate, positive coordinate, negative coordinate. Now again x, y and z and seventh coordinate, that is ox dash, y dash, z, that is negative, negative and positive. And last one is the eighth octant, that is ox, y dash, z dash, that is positive, negative, negative. So by taking in consideration these facts, we can locate a point in the particular octant and describe its position. Now as we know how can we represent a point in space, we will discuss example, that is, let coordinate of a vector A of a parallelopipe B 1, 3, 2, find z coordinate of vertex B if the side AB represents unit C, then find y coordinate of B as shown in figure. So in this example we have figure. So first of all we will draw the figure that is given in the question. This is the y-axis, this is x and this is z. Three mutually perpendicular axes, and there is a parallelepiped. So here name is, that is A and B, and coordinate of A are 1, 3, 2. As we have coordinate of vertex A is 1, 3, 2 and z coordinate of vertex B, we have to find. Here that is the length, this is part and this is part and this is length and this is length. Describe z coordinate, that is A and B have same height. Therefore, z coordinate of B is same as A, that is 2. Now we have to find the coordinate of B of y part, that is y coordinate. Now since AB represents 3 and AB is parallel to y-axis, that is y coordinate of, if we represent here, it will become 0, 3, 0. That is y coordinate of B will be, that is same as 3 unit, will be 3. Thus y coordinate of B is, that is 3, this distance, and also this A is at 3 units. So total will be y coordinate of A plus this distance, that is 3. So we have to measure total this distance from this to this part that contains these 3 distance that describe A is at 3 units from the z-axis, that is y coordinate, and 3 is the length of this AB. So B is at a distance 3 plus 3 is 6. Therefore, y coordinate is 6. Now we will check out where all the points lie in which octant. So for example, we will check the first one is 1, 1, 3. As x coordinate is positive, y coordinate is positive, z coordinate is positive, then according to this it lie in first octant, that is OXYZ. Now we have to check another one, that is -2, 2 and 4. If we see this is x dash YZ, or we can say x dash OYZ. We can write it as like this, and it can be also written as XOYZ. That will be the right way to write this octant. So what is this octant? That is x dash OYZ. That is our second octant. Now the third one is 1 minus 2, 4. This is x O y dash z. That is our fourth octant. And the last one is -2 minus 2 minus 4. That is x dash O y dash z dash, or we can say O x dash y dash z dash. That is our seventh octant. So by judging from the sign of coordinate, we can judge our octant in which that point lies.